MRI that showed the strain healing well. So that's the latest. Shannon, now do you expect him to play against Houston on Saturday?
I don't, although this is very positive news for Dak. Skip, I think the thing is like when, you'll be down for a couple of days, and a couple of days pass, and I don't feel any better. It's like, Skip, the doctor tells you, oh, yeah, you'll be out for a couple of weeks, and then here it is a month later, Doc, I don't feel any better. What the hell's going on? Well, the training staff told Dak, you'll be down, you'll be back throwing in a couple of days, and everything will be fine. And here it is 7-10 days later, and Dak's like, I don't feel no better. I'm not back throwing. I'm not back practicing. So what's going on? They get the MRI. The injury is healing. It's on schedule. You're going to be fine. With that being said, Dak's mind is at ease. Stephen Jones has already said, Skip, I think preseason's overrated, Dak. Dak don't really need this. I'm more concerned about September 9th. So knowing that this game, game 2, is the game 3 in a 4-game preseason. This is the game where you game plan and where you try to show some of the things that you're going to be able to do in the regular season. I still don't see Dak playing, Skip. I really don't. He's only been throwing for a couple of days. That means you'd have to ramp up his throwing to get him get comfortable where you like, he's comfortable throwing, but we're not overtaxing him. I just don't see it happening. I really don't, and I definitely don't see him not playing in the final preseason game. Even though the way they did it this year, Skip, the preseason game, I think they play like on a Sunday, and then they play not the next Thursday, the following Thursday. So they almost got 2 weeks in between the last game, the last preseason game and the start of the regular season for them. But I don't see a scenario where Dak plays. I think they've made it clear they didn't want Dak to play, although he wants to play, because he said, look, guys, I missed 11 weeks, 12 weeks last year, and here I am, let me get something. But I don't, my gut tells me Jerry and Steven are going to put the kibosh if Mike McCarthy even attempted to put Dak out there on Saturday. Would they play Saturday? I think it's Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Once again, I do not love this. I don't love any part of this. And once again, I'm not sure what to believe about a second MRI.
Right.
It has been reported, it has been leaked, if you will, by the Cowboys that it was clean, no problem, showing progress.
Right.
Haven't heard that from Dak's lips.
Right.
And when I first heard about the second MRI, it came straight from Dak Prescott. He volunteered it in an interview, shockingly, just after I'd seen him in Tuesday night's first episode of Hard Knocks bragging about how he kept his second surgery on his ankle away from the media. Now you're telling the media I need a second MRI?
Right.
Why? And by the way, biggest picture, this is still the weirdest quarterback injury I've ever heard. I've been doing this for a long time. You played for a long time. We've never heard of this kind of injury suffered by a quarterback. A lat strain?
Right.
It's more of a baseball pitcher's injury. What is going on? We hear about dead arms in camp, sore arms in camp because you're throwing
elbow, shoulder,
but not this.
No.
Not a strain that bordered on a tear of a throwing because you're overthrown with your upper body because you're afraid to lose your lower body.
Not pushing.
I don't know. All I know for sure is this. I am old school about this, but the proof is going to be in the pudding or the throwing on Saturday night. I need my quarterback to play 3 or 4 series. I need him to play the first quarter, depending on how it shakes out. I need at least 3 good series just for his psyche, just to get him back out there under fire in battle where he can say, I did that. And it's as much for his ankle as for his arm.
But what if they come out there, what if they have him dressed out and before the game they put him out there and they put him through all the things, they let him do some of the things that he could possibly do in the game, but don't let him play in the game? Would you be okay with that?
No, because there's nothing like those live reps.
You better believe that.
Who played on Saturday night for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? A 44-year-old quarterback. He didn't play very much, but he got his feet wet again because he just wants to feel what it feels like to get out there as the game speeds up a little bit. It doesn't speed up to regular season and certainly not to playoff speed, but it speeds up.
But they are hitting.
They're hitting. Things are live. Things are happening around you. And there's no way to get better at football other than playing football.
1,000% correct.
Right? You have to do it when it really matters. You can do all these camp scrimmages with another team that you want, but it's a little bit half speed. And you can't hit the quarterback and you can't hit, and everybody's the reason the fights break out is because somebody got a little overzealous and went a little too far and hit a little too hard.
And sometimes, Skip, in actual game, a situation won't arise that the coaches won't. And so he'll like, look, the next series, we're going 2 minutes. I'm like, hold on. Dude, it's the first quarter. Why the hell are we going 2 minutes? He says, because you guys are going to come out. You're not going to be in much longer. And I want to see 2 minutes in an actual game situation.
Okay, I got it. So Tim Tebow gets thrown into the fire against the third and fourth stringers, and something happens that probably wouldn't happen in practice. He's designated to block number 59, and he crashes down. Well, this is something you can't simulate in practice. It's crazy. And you're like, what do I do? Do I chip him a little bit and just try to move him on down the line? Do I give up on him and go to the second level? Well, Tebow's never been faced with that before because it was live action, extemporaneous. Crazy stuff happens that you need to experience under fire just to get your RPM back up to speed.
That's why I said I needed that. Because in practice, Skip, they're actually telling the guys, okay, here they're holding up the cards. Okay, here's the card. This is what I want you to do. I want you to crash here. Safety, I want you to go there. Cornerback, I want you to play it like this. That ain't what that guy gonna do in the game. Ain't nobody telling him what to do. They call the defense, and he's gonna act accordingly. He's gonna react according to what you do, not what someone told him to do.
Okay, as you keep pointing out, Dak Prescott has not played a down of football since the 5th game of last season. It's going to be a long, long time, all the way to September 9th. He has not played football, and now he has a career-threatening ankle injury that we hope is going to be 95%. And now he's got an arm issue that once he cuts loose under fire with the lights on, will it hold up? Will it strain again? Will it tear? I don't know. He needs to figure this out for a quarter or so on this Saturday night at home. If they were opening up on the first Sunday of the NFL season at home against Cincinnati, no offense to Cincinnati, but
someone other than Tampa.
Other than Tampa, I'd say, okay, maybe you can figure that one out. You're at Tampa on a solo stage game on opening Thursday night against the defending champs. They are dropping the banner on your head in Tampa. It's the only game of the night. You're on stage, and they want to make a statement. It was no fluke what we did.
Packed stadium, too.
Packed stadium. We got fans in the stands. We got a defense that went to Drew Brees and went to Aaron Rodgers and did a number on Patrick Mahomes, and they said, we shut him down and him down and him down. And now Dak Prescott's getting thrown into that fire on a hot, sweaty summer night in Tampa.
Did you see how many guys Tampa already got in the top 100?
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that?
And we don't even know the top 50, right?
No, they down to 41. We got all the way to 41,
well, that's what I'm saying. We're just that far in.
Yes.
So,
but you figure they got like, I think they had like 6.
They had 6 so far, right?
With Tom to come. I believe they get Tom and maybe Gronk. I don't know if they get. I don't know if they get anybody else. Skip.
Was Mike Evans in there already?
Yeah.
He was already in there.
Mike, Chris Godwin, JPP, Shaq Barrett.
I thought Shaq Barrett was way too low. I thought he should have been much higher. But I'm going off the playoffs instead of last. He was a little quiet during the regular season. But the point is, that defense came of age right before your very eyes. Todd Bowles' defense, and they are all back. And the secondary was very young. You don't think they're ready to breathe some fire on opening Thursday
I don't know if y'all gonna have that many, because I saw Zach Martin up there. I don't know if y'all gonna have anybody else, Skip.
What do you mean, anybody?
On the top 100.
Oh, in the top 100.
You think y'all gonna have anybody?
That's just motivation.
Tampa
earned it. We didn't earn it.
Right? Okay,
I need nobody in the top.
Okay, I'm just checking. So you want Dak to get a series or 2 Saturday night against the Texans?
I'd like 3 or 4 series. 3 or 4? Just to say he's fine. He's got it. Just to get him back in the flow. Action. I need it.
Just sitting over here, listening to you, you sound worried to me.
I'm very worried.
I have never heard you like this before.
The irony is, I have to wait for tomorrow night's Hard Knocks to get my news, because I feel like they're the ones who are going to break the news. Maybe Dak will tell them that the MRI wasn't nearly as clean as the Cowboys said it was, because it seems like they're a little at odds over that.
So what do you think the chances he plays Saturday? Less than 50%?
You know what? If I had to bet on it, I would bet on your side of this. I'm just telling you what I need to see. I need to see him play, because then I'll know for sure the arm is okay. And then if he survived the 3 or 4 series, I would know for sure that the ankle is going to be okay.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think I would put him out there along with the starters because I want to see those guys also.
So do I.
And get your spidey senses and get a feel for where guys are.
Yeah. I mean, how much can you protect Tyron Smith and